a head injury, and my vocabulary is not what it used to be. So I swear a little bit more while trying to keep from having dead air. But yeah, it may sound like I'm really mad. I'm not. I'm really sad. I'm really sad. Muppets Gone Wild. I'm really sad. You know, I'd rather see the police down here standing with Canadians and our freedom and rights and stuff. I get it if they're not coming to stand with us, if it's about vaccination or not. But this is now about the Bill of Rights. And rather than, enforce the Bill of Rights and our freedoms, they're making new laws to be bigger thieves, bigger gas jackers. They're trying to turn into kidnappers to steal truckers' children and hold them for hostage. They're pretty much the biggest goofs that are in Ottawa. And it's just the way she is. To love me. Milk, is it milk? Mick-a-munch. If I said it wrong, I'm sorry. It's disappearing as I'm trying to read it. Love you. It's as raw and as real as it gets. I'm not trying to be a professional reporter or anything like this. I'm just a trucker down here covering the trucker protest. What does that say? Medical segregation is wrong. I have not seen that here before. Vaccinated only. Yep, that's not true. I'm glad it's crossed out. Cops are trained to work as a team and people are not worth more. Okay, just a sec, the glove's coming off for that one. Cops are trained to work as a team and people are not worth more than their paycheck to live. It separates the thought of having empathy for others and obeying orders, similar to military. Yes, I used to think that the military and the police were two different things. I now realize that there is no difference. They're just down military. Watered down military that goes home at night. That's what they are. I used to think that couldn't be possible, but we now have police forces from all over Ontario here. Not right now, but they were here last weekend from as far away as 8-hour drive, which means that, they're military. They just need to get their different troops together from different places in order to be big like military. They're like miniature, watered down military. Except I think they're not very great. I'm really glad to see that our military did not come down here. It's funny, isn't it, that all the tow trucks that were called to come down here and move these, they all said no. You don't see the tow trucks all down here, but whether they agree with what's going on here or not, they understand rights and freedoms in the Bill of Rights, and they're not coming down here to do his dirty work. And that's kind of what we expected from the cops too. The only difference is the cops think that they're like some elite part of society and their little badge means too much to them. They're not willing to give it up. Whereas the tow trucks, all they're giving up is, 500 calls to tow. Heavy trucks, they're giving up an awful lot of money. I used to be a big back the blue guy, not now, not after what I've seen. I just read that out to 10 cops for you. I'm sure they heard it, and I completely agree with you. They don't have to give it up to speak out. No, they don't. They don't. They don't. You're right. I would be happy if, they just put their badge in their drawer or their glove compartment and spoke up, but they're not. They're doing the complete opposite. We can't even tell who's who because they're all covering their names, refusing to identify, covering their badge numbers. They're hiding their identity, just like thieves do. They're thieves, thugs, gangsters. Gangsters don't go around with name badges. Cops used to, but now they're gangsters too. No one has to follow an unlawful order, no. But cops are bullies, and if they're trying to unlawfully arrest you and you punch their face in, they'll just shoot you. They'll call it resisting arrest, justified force, and they'll put a bullet in your head, because they're gangsters. They're lawless thugs that do what they want, And all they have to do is fill out a few lines on a paper, make up some bullshit lies, and it's justified. They get away with murder. They get away with theft. They get away with kidnapping children from people who don't deserve it. It's pathetic. The shot mandate separated the good and the bad cops. The cops now have no moral values, unfortunately. Yep, I agree. Completely agree. There should not be a cop. They should be on strike. They should be on strike, or there should be a stand down walkout or something. We've heard absolutely nothing from them other than their tyrant pig friends are out doing things that they shouldn't be doing, and they know it, but they say nothing. So therefore, I'm no longer a police supporter. I think they're all goofs. I have no use for any of them. I lost all respect for them, and I don't think there's any way that they can get it back, because things are only going to get worse here. I'm sorry. You know what? I probably have police friends in this city who are watching right now, because I met a lot of cops, and when I was doing liquidation, I used to get a bunch of stuff from Costco. I'd sell it for half price. And during the pandemic, the only ones who had money for luxuries were cops, because they get paid the same no matter what. Actually, sometimes they get paid more. Like now that they're sitting on their ass in their cars, you better believe they're getting overtime and possibly danger pay of some sort. We've got Jessica Wheeler. I'll have a coffee tonight on me. You better believe I will. Get myself just a dandy triple from Tim Hortons on Jessica Wheeler. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. In the U.S., it seems the only good cops left are local county sheriffs. They're few and far between. Yeah, you know what? I used to think that way. I thought that there was some down around all the small towns and stuff around here that they were okay. The problem is none of them are speaking out. It's the cops right now that we have to fear. It's not an invasion from another country or a foreign force. It's our very own police officers that are here threatening us, assaulting us. I've been assaulted myself. They're assaulting people for carrying gas. I didn't know carrying gas was a crime. All right, they made a law because that allows them to assault people and kidnap them. Amazing, isn't it? Many have stepped down and resigned in the last few days. Well, I'm really glad to hear it. I did not know that. I haven't seen the story. If you happen to have the link, share it with me at overstock613@gmail.com, overstock613@gmail.com. The thing is if they've already resigned, then yep, they're good cops, but now that they're not officially cops, are they still considered good cops, or are they just good people? Outnumber cops when possible, surround them. Yep, it would sure be nice if we had a whole lot of crowds down here. Peaceful, but peaceful in numbers. And the weather is starting to get much warmer. We were in a damn serious cold snap the entire time this has been going on. And I'm happy to tell you that today the weather is just right. Please support Stunt.